another player here to watch. She's played 18 minutes leading the team there, 3 for 3 from the field, 6 points. She is their leading scorer this season, and she needs to get back into work down low. So the clock has sounded, the third quarter about to get underway now as the players are back out on the court. And to inbound is Tyra Bly. Emmanuel starts with possession. Paris Atuahini out there as well. Caitlin Bartash, Olivia Matela, and Megan Riley out there for Emmanuel as they bring the ball up. Atuahini gives it over. Bartash has it. Bartash along the left perimeter, hands it off. Matela stops at the free throw line and pulls a jump shot. And that 19-foot shot is good. Matela starts the second half with a make for Emmanuel. They take the lead right back, 28-27. Now past half court, there's Elise Harvey. Guarded by Matela, tight defense there. Off of a flare screen, grabbing this out, and now top the half of the key. Here is Choi, passes it over, Harvey. Right side baseline, going past, across, skip pass into the corner now. Left corner, Choi, pass across, there is Harvey driving baseline, bounce pass intercepted in the middle of the court under the free throw line near the restricted arc. And Atuahini receives the pass from Matela. Atuahini guarded by Choi. Passing it inside, posting up is Bartash. Hook shot right side, no good, and a travel called there. That's another big thing we've seen through the first few games of Emmanuel. Despite winning their first two, it's been really sloppy in terms of the turnovers and the fouls. Coach Yasinov unhappy about that travel. That's something that I think will always be cleaned up as the season goes along. As seasons begin, both teams, all teams starting as sloppy as they will be majority of the year. Now on that right side, kicking out to the top of the key with the ball now Hall. Hall passes into the corner. Matayahu thought about a three. She is teamed up on by Bartash. A high arcing pass intercepted by Atuahini, trying for a skip as Atuahini's fouled by Choi. And now she'll get back up with help of Bartash. And it looks like actually this was a foul on Atuahini. It's going to be MIT ball. So an inbound on the opposite side. Atuahini going for the intercept. She's got it. Atuahini scrambling on the court at half court. One pass, Bly, the layup, missed it off the left side. Rebound, Riley passes it off of Matadyahu. It goes out of bounds. A heads-up play there by Riley to keep it for the Saints. And really quick action there. Emmanuel leads this one 28-27, 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Bly to inbound from the baseline. A side out. And now subbing in, we will see Sarah Berman come in for MIT, a top shooter. Hit 4 3-pointers in a game this year. Atuahini trying to find positioning. She does on that right block. Outlet pass left corner for three. Matela got it. Olivia Matela from downtown. Her first three of the second half. She reaches double digits with 12 points. Emmanuel leads by 4. 31-27, 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Berman with the ball, picks up her dribble. Now tightened up on defensive coverage. Choi gets the ball. Matityahu, spot up three from the right side. Banks it off the glass and out. Doesn't go in. Rebound there by Nwogu on one knee. Gets it over. Matityahu drives past Bartash. A foul called, reach in on Bartash. And so that's the first foul of the half now for Emmanuel. So that foul that I thought went against Atuahini earlier was just a turnover called on a travel. Bartash coming out now. Here comes Saunders back in the game. An inbound from below the basket. Under the basket is Sarah Berman. Players lined up on both blocks and corners. Berman to inbound, motion back, tipped in the air by Riley, chasing after it, getting it out about 40 feet out there and passing it across. Left side block, floater on the way, misses. Didn't try to use the backboard there. Rebound by Matela, she's double teamed. Is a jump ball coming up? No, Matela breaks that double team. Great job by her to escape. Free throw line jump shot goes. And nice shot by Olivia Matela. She's got 14 back-to-back baskets for her. Emmanuel's largest lead of the second half now up by 6, 33-27. Off a screen, driving right side, gets to that block. Nice block there, clean play by Megan Riley. It bounces off of Harvey. And so a nice defensive possession for Emmanuel, going for a quick baseline shot. Couldn't get it to go. Emmanuel possession. Parasatoihini is greeted by the 2-2-1 press. She breaks it as she bounces it over to Riley. Into the left corner, skip pass now Matela. Right side corner, 3 on the way. Matela's got 3 in a row. Olivia Matela from downtown. Welcome to the party. Welcome to Emmanuel. 17 points. She's 9 away from her career high. Andy Yasinoff all smiles in the second half as Matela knocks down her second three-pointer of the half. What a shot. And what a run for Emmanuel. It is getting loud in here. Olivia Matela now shooting 3 for 9 from downtown. 7 for 16 shooting in 20 minutes played. A standing ovation for Matela. The fans still clapping, still cheering, as Matela's run has single-handedly put Emmanuel up by 9 points. And the best she's looked all season shooting it, and she's gotten hot. Called a game last year where she hit what seemed like 5 or 6 shots in a row to get Emmanuel back into a game. They lost that one, but when Matela gets hot, she gets hot. Hard to stop. See how MIT adjusts as they'll inbound this. And the 1-2-2 press being played again now by the Saints. Andy Yasinoff loves his press. Matela, the one pressing Harvey, the inbounder. Harvey now moves her feet, inbounds over to Hall. Hall trying to break the press, passes over the leaping Matela. Harvey's got this along the left side perimeter. Matela behind her, pass out to Hall. She's open for a moment. Saunders picks her back up. Matitiahu gets the ball, guarded by Bly inside the free throw line, and it looks like we're gonna get a foul called here on Saunders, who was guarding her. And so a reach in called there. First foul, second foul rather of the half now for Emmanuel. And a side out inbound from about 30 feet from the basket. Sarah Berman, guarded by Atuhini, hands in the air, waving back and forth. Pass in, Harvey moves to the right side, handoff as she curls around her. Matitiahu double teamed by Matela and Bly, tipped by Matela. Right side, she's just able to get it before it goes out of bounds, about a foot away. And we're gonna get a timeout called now by Coach Lucia Robinson-Griggs of MIT. They'll want to talk it over after getting punched in the mouth by the Saints out of half. The Saints, they've gone on quite a scoring run. They trailed this one by 1, 23-24, heading into the second half. They're up now 36-27, 6 minutes and 47 seconds to go in the third quarter. MIT, what can you do here? Well, frankly, they need to get back to their game. They've turned the ball over a little too much for liking in the second half. They're not shooting it well. They're shooting 30%, 29.7 to be completely accurate, while Emmanuel has risen into the 40% range, shooting around 44% at 43.8. And right now, Emmanuel's starting to hit the 3. And when Emmanuel's hitting the 3, they don't attempt very many. That's going to really neutralize MIT's abilities. They like to huck and chuck as much as they can. MIT's shooting 29.4% from downtown. And right now, they are not getting the benefit of the doubt from beyond the arc from their coaches. See if they change that. As Sarah Berman will inbound this from half court. On the opposite side of the scorer's table. She'll be guarded by Atuahini here. 2 players along the block, 2 players along the perimeter. Harvey able to find some space. Along the right baseline, now an elbow jumper from the left side. Misses this time, Hall can't get it to go. Emmanuel still leads by 9, 36-27. Pass over to Atuahini. Driving to her left side, gets inside the paint with a floater that doesn't go from the left block about 5 feet out. And now the ball will stay with Emmanuel as that ball was blocked there by Harvey. A size mismatch. Atuahini just 5'3", and Elise Harvey standing up at 5'11". Now this is inbounded to Saunders. Saunders to Bly. She drives left block, puts up the shot from the middle of the paint, misses from 5 feet out. Now a rebound goes for Sarah Berman. Berman carries up the court, guarded from the right side by Matela, who gets back out in front of her. Now an open player, and Nwogu will take this jump shot from 4 feet beyond the free throw line. That 20-footer's good. And she's gotten back into the scoring column. 8 points for her. Emmanuel leads 36-29. 6 minutes left in the first half. Parasatoihini passes it over. Here's Saunders. Handoff. Driving into the free throw line, middle of the lane, shot from 7 feet out, floater blocked. Here comes MIT in transition, 2-on-1. Bounce pass inside, left block, shot blocked by Matela. Olivia Matela all over the place in the second half. What a play by her as Matela had what seemed to be an open layup from the left block just 2 feet away. Leah Krumian, the freshman, checking in for Paris Atuahini. Krumian, a spark plug off the bench. She scored 15 points in 9 minutes in her collegiate debut against Hunter College last Saturday. Now this ball inbounded. Nice job to get around right baseline. Blocked there by Saunders. Outlet pass. Here comes the transition game. Matela behind the back. At the free throw line, she drives to her left, spins back to her right, turns the post fade and missed it. Off the back of the rim, rebounded by Nwogu. Nwogu moves it past half court. She's going coast to coast, outlet pass. Berman's got some space. Step back three from the right side, no good. Off the rim, rebounded by Bly, then ripped away from her. Harvey got the rebound, but she traveled as she went to the way to the ground. And so MIT, another turnover. The turnovers have usually signified which team's going to win this game. And right now, that's the 16th turnover for MIT. They've struggled all season with those. And Emmanuel has 15. Both teams struggled with turnovers. Leah Krumian bringing it up the court. Passes half court. Fakes with her head. That's something she's really good at as she checks the clock and passes it over to the left perimeter. Inlet pass on a cutting Bly. She misses the jump shot. Rebound taken now by Harvey as she drives right side. Kicks it back out. Harvey guarded by Krumian. A foul called here. And that's what Silk Owens would have called ticky-tacky. A reach in there. Personal foul going on number 1, Leah Krumian. That's her second foul. She's got just 2 points. That is the third foul for the team in this half. 4 minutes and 52 to go in the quarter. Driving is Berman. Step back Jay, just inside the perimeter. Missed it. Rebound, though, by MIT. Berman wanted to take that deep three. She drives to the right, kicks it back out. Nwogu will take a three. And that push shot misses. Rebound by Krumian. She falls to the ground. Reach in foul there called on MIT. Harvey reached in. The first foul of the half for MIT goes to Elise Harvey. Bly will inbound this. Both teams have played a clean in terms of fouls second half so far. 4 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the third quarter. 36-29 Emmanuel. Paris Atuahini checking into the game for Tyra Bly as now Saunders checks out as well. Bartash back in. Krumian bringing it up the court. Atuahini playing the off guard. Sizing up her defender. Switching now is Harvey. Atuahini back to Krumian on the left perimeter. Krumian open and calling for it. Bartash got it. Jump ball or a foul. Let's see. They're going to call a foul here. A reach in either on Matetiahu or Harvey. And it's going to go against Elise Harvey. And so now that's something to watch. She's got 3 fouls here. 1 quarter left to go after this, but she has been their leader in this game. 7 points and 5 rebounds in the first half. Still only 7 points. Nice fake. Right side block missed by Bartash. And a nice foul called there. A head fake. Bartash faked like she was going up for the mid-range jump shot. Drove right to her right. Right block shot missed as she faked out her defender. Now coming into the game is Chan. As April Chan will come in, and that means Elise Harvey will head to the bench, and she's been an impact maker here for MIT. Could prove crucial as Bartash's first free throw of the day is good. That high arcing rainbow goes right in as Bartash does a nice knee curl here. She gets low to the ground when she takes these free throws, the 6'4" forward does. 37 points now for Emmanuel. The second free throw from Bartash is too strong off the backboard. 37-29, 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Emmanuel outplaying MIT handily. MIT's only scored 5 points in this quarter. Nwogu's been given fits all day as well. Chan has this, and now about 35 feet out. Defended well. Berman gets the pass. Drives to the free throw line and takes the step back jump shot. Misses off the right side of the rim. Rebounded there over the back. No look pass intercepted. Krumian down the court. Here comes Emmanuel on offense. Krumian the size up. Hesitation dribble. Moves back out to the top of the key. Now drives, and that's going to be an offensive foul. A moving screen by Caitlin Bartash trying to set up Krumian. Andy Yasinoff chirping at the ref there. Upset about the call. And for those who can't see it, being broadcast on PlaySite, Andy Yasinoff is always very animated physically. Trying to get his best each game. Sarah Berman inbound to Matela, and she is fouled there by Matela. Olivia Matela's got 17 points, and that is her second foul of the game. A very clean half overall. 4 fouls to 3. 4 fouls with Emmanuel. And that foul turns into the 5th foul, which means Matela is going to shoot free throws. Entering the bonus now. Some of the first free throws of the game. Matela shot 1 motion and good. They hit 30. MIT now trails by 7 on the first free throw of the game. 6 free throws have gone in for Emmanuel on 8 attempts. And now 2 free throws have gone in on 2 attempts as Matela is able to hit 2. The freshman from Israel's got 7. Leah Krumian brings it up the court. Lead now down to 6. Parisatu Ihini runs the point. Bartash comes to post up high. Matela kicks it to the right side. Bartash a high post up. Krumian goes with the left-handed floater. That misses from 3 feet out. Traffic all over her. Berman with the rebound. She'll bring it up. Outlet pass to Nwogu at the 3-point line, left side. Hop step into the right. Nice layup is good as that floats in there from 4 feet out. A really nice hop step there from Nwogu as Nwogu's now got 8 points. Or 10 rather. Krumian, right side. Bartash will set the screen for Atu Ihini. She grabs the ball now at the top of the key. Drives off of a Bartash screen. Steps back out behind the back to the left block. Floats it up. Missed it. That one went wide of the net. And now a foul called, and Emmanuel starting to get a little too aggressive in this backcourt setting. In transition, they've had plenty of fouls, and because of the bonus here, we should see free throws for April Chan. So her first attempts and the second set of attempts now on back-to-back possessions for MIT, on possessions separated by a hop-step layup by Nwogu. First free throw from April Chan misses off the front iron. No good. 4-point lead for Emmanuel. They lead 37-33 in what's been a fairly low-scoring affair. Both teams not shooting it all that well. Chan makes the second free throw as it bounces off the front, back, and in. Lead cut down to 1 possession. It's a 3-point game. 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the first half of play. Leah Krumian passes it over. On the left side, she cuts now. Here's Matela. Outlet pass left side. Robinson gets by a defender, pulls up from 3 feet out, misses that contested baseline jump shot from the left side. Rebound by Krumian, passes out to the corner, out to Ihini. Sizes up her defender, drives to the left side, outlet pass, skip style. Matela 3. Matela another hit! She's got 4 3-pointers and 20 points. Olivia Matela have a day. 6-point game. Driving to the left side and skipping it out to Nwogu. Nwogu guarded by Matela. Size mismatch in favor. Spin move and going to be a travel there. Nwogu took 3 steps, and that's a turnover. Nwogu unhappy about that. She's got 10 points, the leading scorer for MIT. She has been held relatively quiet in this game as Matela has doubled her score. She's known to be streaky, Olivia Matela, and she has hit a hot streak. Matela just hit a 3. She's handed the ball by Atu Ihini at the top of the key. Sizing up Chan, passes it off on the handoff. Driving left side, another handoff. Atu Ihini drives to the right at the elbow now. She skips it over, passes it into the corner now. Here's Bly. Bly drives back out to the perimeter, defended to her right, floats it up from the left block, misses an air ball there. That one goes over the net and rebounded by MIT. Now back the other way, here comes Chan on the left perimeter. Drives to the middle, around the free throw line, about 3 feet away from it as she finds her way back outside the perimeter. Passes this over. Here's Zax. Zax spins to the center. About 5 feet away from the net, passes it back out. There's Chan. Chan gets it to Berman, known to shoot from deep. Zax gets a screen to her left, goes into the left corner, down to the baseline, takes a left-handed layup and misses too far. Nwogu grabs the offensive board on that right block, but that's a shot clock violation. A turnover. Emmanuel with some stifling defense, albeit despite bad rebounding on that possession. MIT unable to get a shot off. Emmanuel leads this 40-34. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Parisatu Ihini brings it up for Emmanuel, passes it over to Bartash at the top of the key from the 3-point line. Matela calling for it. She gets it on a handoff. Drives right, her head about 3/4 down. Bartash gets it into some traffic on the left block, fighting for it. 2 jerseys in black, 2 in white. Can't see the ball. See it, people. Looks like we're going to get a jump ball, which means that the possession is going to stay with MIT. Sarah Berman has done most of the inbounding. Not much scoring for her today, just hit 1 3-pointer. Berman hit 4 3-pointers as her season high this year. A great shooter from distance. She inbounds it, 45 seconds left in the third quarter. MIT trails by 6, 40-34. Working out of a double team. Nwogu drives right to the net, left side, block, shot, good. A nice push layup from Nwogu as she falls to the floor, cuts it down to 4. Drives to the left, Nwogu into the corner. Here's Matela for 3. Missed it, too short. Now falling to the ground is Riley going for that rebound. Jump ball called. Possession will stay now with Emmanuel. Lots of jump balls in this game. That last bucket scored there by Nwogu on a left-sided driving layup. 40-36, Emmanuel leads, 23.9 seconds on the clock. Bly inbounds it to Bartash, 5 feet from the rim, goes up, right side blocked. And now the possession again staying with the Saints as that block shot missed. Going for a driving layup, couldn't hit that one. Both teams shooting under 40% again. Bartash gets it back again with 20 seconds at the free throw line now, standing in the middle, going for a cut. Picks up her dribble, gives it over to Atuhini. Atuhini dribbles to the left, passes inside to the right. Open there. Wow, what a great job by Tyra Bly to find the open space under the net. No one near her on the right block. 4 seconds left. Berman drives, intercepted. Bly will take the half-court heave, and it misses the line drive under the hoop. But Emmanuel capitalizing on a turnover, and they lead by 8 at the end of 3, 42-36. Emmanuel looking for their 3rd consecutive win, trying to remain unbeaten. Even though it's the early season, MIT has to get back into this game in order to stay away from starting 1-3. MIT started the season against number 1 ranked New York University. NYU clobbered them by a score of 80-39. Their closest loss against Bridgewater State, they lost by 9, and their best win, their only win against Swarthmore College, was 56-48, a win by 8. And very importantly for MIT, this road's not going to get any easier. They don't play a home game until 3 games after this one. That means that they play one more match, another match, and another match, and then finally they return for the first game at home in December. So a tough start to the season for MIT. And on the other end, Emmanuel, starting strong is key. They were really strong in conference last season, winning 11 games and only dropping 3. Emmanuel already looks a lot better than they did last season. Plenty of work on the glass to be done by them in every game. They're being out-rebounded by 5, but they lead by 4. They've hit 4 threes in 12 attempts, and this is their best game from beyond the arc by far. They only attempted 19 threes in their first 2 games playing an inside-the-arc game. Now, in terms of free throws, it's been pretty close. 6 makes to 3 in favor of Emmanuel. There have been 8 lead changes, so it's been close. But again, the largest lead MIT's had has just been 1 point. Largest lead that Emmanuel's had has been 9. So it's going to be tough to see how MIT can really get back into a swing of things, playing not only close, but playing with a lead. See if they can get back there. Berman inbounds now to April Chan. She moves to her right and passes half court. She's guarded by Tyra Bly. Now a skip over. Into the left side, driving to the block, right block, as she moves from left to right and misses the layup. Here's Olivia Matela. Matela moves to her right side, passes it off 2 feet from her. Wide open Atuhini, jump shot from the wing, right side is good. About 8 feet out, she knocks it down. Atuhini's jump shot gives her 9 points. Atuhini, a player who always lets the game come to her, frequently assisting and scoring at will, but never forcing. April Chan with her team down by 8. Deep 3 from Berman. No good, too strong. That one attempted by 5 feet out. Now Berman gets it again. Bounce pass inside. Left block shot from 4 feet out is good. Alice Hall gets on the scoreboard for the first time today. She's got 2 and cuts the lead to 6. And I like seeing Sarah Berman passing that ball off. She had it from about 26 feet out. She likes to take those deep threes, and she can certainly hit them. But in a game where they're trailing, and she hasn't been, she looked for the better shot. Matela now goes inside as a drop pass was open, and a reach-in as Berman tried to reach for the ball. Bartash had it on the left block. She's about to go up, and maybe a good play there by Berman to prevent a shooting foul. Now coming into the game for MIT, we see Zach's come out, and in now at the baseline is Harvey. They're one of their best players today, scoring 7 points and 5 rebounds in the first half. A tough right-handed layup from the right block goes down for Atuahini. She's got 11. That one was from 6 feet out as Chan brings this up. Lead back up to 8, 46-38, 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go. On the right side, a fake three into the right corner. Chan is going to get a reach-in foul called. So nice job to draw that one from Bly. That's Bly's second foul of the game, the first foul of the quarter. An 8-point lead, and now inbounding Elise Harvey. Trying to find anybody. She does. Right side, Chan comes up with it on the perimeter. Drives to the free throw line, puts up a floater from 6 feet out. She misses. Rebound by Riley, and she bobbled it out of bounds under the basket. A turnover, and MIT will take over. So a big sigh of relief for MIT as they catch a break. And now Harvey to inbound again. They run that set back where they have 2 players on the block. They give it to one of them. Now she moves her way out to the three-point line. Chan moves it over. Looking at the three-point shot. Berman wants to take it. She's guarded by Atuahini. Takes the step back. Wanted to take the shot. Passes it off instead to the right corner. Driving to the right block. Turned away. And stolen by Megan Riley as she spun her way into her. Elise Harvey with the turnover there, a foul called. And so Megan Riley will inbound this to Atuahini. Lead stays at 8 for Emmanuel, 46-38. 8 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter of play. Emmanuel has taken this second half by storm, playing stifling defense. And here's some stifling defense the other way. A rip and a steal. Right-handed layup in transition is good. And that's what MIT needs to get back in the game. Now playing with some pace. Atuahini pushing it. Left side, baseball-style pass. And the layup from the left block is good for Olivia Matela. As the pace speeds up, 2 baskets in just under 10 seconds, 48-40. Berman nearly slapped in the face, but she evades contact. Passes it off, here's Hall. Drives to the baseline, gets to the right hand with a shot. The layup misses from a foot out, but a free throw set coming up here for Alice Hall. Hall averaging 7 points per game throughout her career before the start of today. And Alice Hall, she's not scored a point today, averaging just 2 per game. A slow start for her this season, standing at 6'1". She'll shoot 2 for MIT now, try and get her team back down by 6. And that last foul was the 4th for Caitlin Bartash. This free throw that time misses. Second free throw now. Not a lot of opportunities from the line in this game for both sides. Hall's second one is good. And to quote Carlton Silk Owens, the second free throw always the easier one. She knocked that one down. 6-point game. Emmanuel up 48-42. 7 minutes to play. Atuahini drives left horizontally. Now giving it over and making her teammate fall to the ground. Matela missed the jump shot. Riley able to grab the rebound and put it up and in from 2 feet away despite 4 defenders in her face. Tough finish there, 50-42. Bringing it up for MIT's Harvey. Passed over to Chan. She'll fire a 3. Misses right side. Rebounded there by Saunders. She's double teamed. Can't dribble now. She's triple teamed. Tipped by Hall, but Atuahini finds this. Crosses over and splits the defense. Moves over and into the free throw lane. Kicks it out and takes a shot from the right block. She misses, but she will be fouled. Trying to split 3 defenders. She did make her way to the free throw line. And Atuahini really crafty and great at finding her way to that spot. Now she'll shoot free throws again. Atuahini right now has been excellent from the free throw line. Atuahini is 5 for 5 there, trying to make it 7 for 7. She's got 11 points. First shot is good. Atuahini, an exceptional free throw shooter, coming into this game shooting 87%, and over her career 85%. Second free throw for Atuahini. The knee bend and the shot. Bounces off the front of the rim and knocks in with a soft roll. Emmanuel leads by 10, their largest lead of the second half. Double digits is always good when you're up by it. Harvey drives left. Kicks it out. Berman thought about the 3. Drives into the left corner. Now a deep 3 on the way from Harvey. She airballs. MIT just likes to take those shots, and you got to think that that's got to be based on some form of analytics, that 3 points, the more good looks you get, the more points you'll score. Right now, that's not the case because you got to hit those shots. They're not high percentage looks if they're not open. They're 5 for 22 right now, shooting 23% from beyond the arc. Not what MIT needs to succeed. And MIT, a team that's started 1-2, they'll call a timeout to talk it over. MIT was 19-8 last season, losing in the semifinals of the NUMAC. They were a game away from playing for the NUMAC championship, and there hasn't been a ton of turnover here. It's just been a slow start for MIT. They haven't been able to hit their threes. Angie Choi coming into this game averaging 3 points per game in 3 games played, albeit, but for a career she averages 11.5. Angie Choi struggling with fouls today, and she hasn't scored enough to get them in this game. She's 1 for 5 from beyond the arc. She's scoring just 3 points. She's turned it over 4 times. And then there's Elise Harvey, who is one of the best players in the first half in both teams. She had 7 rebounds now. She's got 7 points, but she had 7 points in the first half, and she's turned the ball over 6 times. Those are not good stats for winning. Now, rebounding-wise, it's been pretty good. Offensive rebounds, 18. That's a whopping number for MIT, but they haven't been finishing. They're shooting 29% from the field, while Emmanuel's not shooting all particularly well. They're shooting 39%, which, if you're holding your team to under 30, that's pretty good. And I guess I should give some praise here to the Emmanuel defense. That's what Coach Yasinov always wants in his teams, a strong defense. Defense wins championships, and in this basketball game, defense is winning the game. Outlet pass, there's Hall. MIT with the ball down by 10. 6 minutes to go and a foul called. That is going to be a reach and another foul to Emmanuel's tally. And so a baseline out of bounds below the net to be inbounded by Angie Choi. Choi inbound to Harvey. Nwogu is posting up on that left side block. Now front guarding here is Saunders. Choi with the ball, drives off of a pick. She is fouled, yeah. Tough play by Atuahini. Unhappy about the call, but you know what? I think she gets it. Looked like a reach to me. Looked like a reach to the refs. Referee was just a foot away from her. He made the right call. 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Emmanuel maintaining their 10-point lead. MIT, if they can get hot, can strike quickly. They like their threes. Harvey had an open look. She passed it up for a better look at the net. She'll get a free throw set coming up for her as she drove left baseline and got the call. And that is a look that I like to see. With my coaching cap on, if you'll allow it, I like getting to the basket no matter how good a three-point shooting team you are, because it'll open up the threes. And when you're down by double digits, no matter how much time's left, free throws are the best way to get it into it because it stops the clock as the first one goes down for Harvey. And I got to think that that's what Coach Robinson-Griggs talked about with her team during that intermission there in that timeout. 8-point game, MIT up to 44. Emmanuel leading with 52. 5 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Paris Atuahini bounces off and screens away. Kalia Saunders will look to give this back off on a handoff. Choi ripped it away and tipped it off of the body of Atuahini out of the right sideline, out of bounds. And so Choi will get an inbound. Great defensive play by her. Those are the other things MIT needs. You need turnovers, free throws, and made baskets. Oh yeah, and strong defense too, if turnovers didn't imply that. Berman gets a double screen at the top of the key, decides to pass it off to one of her screeners, Hall. Hall screens and then goes away after the called off. Spinning on the right block, moving it out now here, driving right block, and the tough finish is good for Nwogu, a 2-foot running layup. 6-point game, they need her. Atuahini at the top of the key. A screen by Saunders. She'll drive to the right side, the screen was to the left side. Brings it back out from the block, passes it to the left elbow, jump shot from Riley on the way, missed it, follows her own shot, grabs the rebound, goes down to the ground, and a foul called. And grabbing that rebound, although MIT's been exceptional on the offensive boards, the defensive boards favor Emmanuel. They've got 21 rebounds and only 20 for MIT. And that was an offensive rebound there for the Saints. It seems like offensive rebounding has been too easy, not enough boxing out, and both teams have got to be upset about that. Bartash back in the game. She takes a turning hook shot, tried to bank it, missed it from 8 feet out near that left foot elbow. Driving to her left side. Bounced it off her body briefly. Great pass by Choi. Seeing eye pass. Pass out past the block, and a shot is good from the right block from 5 feet out. It's a 4-point game. The second bucket of the day there for Alice Hall. Atuahini gets a screen to the left. Cutting now to make some space, Matela. She comes back and grabs the ball from Atuahini on the left perimeter. Now stepping up to guard her, double team, now switching. Choi stepped in, and a reach-in foul's called on Angie Choi. That's going to be her third foul. 4 minutes and 24 seconds to go. Remember, in college, 5 fouls means you're out. And already 2 players on the court playing with 4 fouls. And those players are Elise Harvey for MIT. Now free throws as Emmanuel enters the bonus. Matela just shooting 66% from the free throw line despite being an excellent shooter from distance. The first free throw is no good, just a little too strong. And then for Emmanuel, Caitlin Bartash playing with 4 fouls as well. But this is down the stretch where both teams need their best players in a tight game that Emmanuel leads. Matela rises and knocks down the second free throw. She's got 23, 53-48, Emmanuel leads. Choi brings the ball down the court. Taking the 3 is Berman. Right side, knocks it down. It's a 2-point game. Sarah Berman, hello in the fourth quarter. Atuahini going fast, gets to the right baseline as she drives. Bartash fills that spot now, and now this pass is tipped, intercepted. Tipped by Nwogu, passed over now to Harvey. Harvey moves it down the court, chance to tie or take the lead for the first time since the first half of the second half. If that's confusing, since the third quarter. Here's Choi, right side, past the perimeter. Into the opposite corner, right side, corner driving, putting up the floater, missed off the right side. Good defense by Bly, she bounces it. Game still tied game still in Emmanuel's hands, 53-51. Baseline shot blocked by Hall. 3-footer was denied. Kalia Saunders rejected out of bounds, but the possession will stay with Emmanuel. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the second half of regulation. Overtime will be here if we need it. MIT staging a late comeback. Can they follow through? Kalia Saunders trying to say no. That bucket goes. A jump shot on a hop step from 6 feet out is good from the right block. 55-51 Emmanuel. Choi brings it down for MIT. A pass to the left block. Berman spot up. Choi open as well. Choi into the corner now for Hall. Hall skip pass. Wide open top of the key 3. Berman missed it. Rebound. And it's stolen by Choi. Step back 3 in the left corner. Misses. Rebound goes. Another offensive rebound. Here's Nwogu. Easy finish from the right block. It's back to a 2-point game. Huge plays by MIT. Big offensive rebounds. And all over the place are the Saints. They are defensively discombobulated right now as the cheer team comes out to dance and the teams to talk in their huddles. Andy Yasinov has to be fuming in that huddle right now, just talking about keeping it together and making sure that they're bringing the ball above their heads. For those listening on radio, this game has been tight. And what's been going on down low offensively, MIT has been ripping the ball out into the corners and up to the perimeter, playing inside out, getting open looks, and playing with skip passes, finding open threes for Berman and Choi. They've hit on 2 of those in the past 3 minutes, which have gotten them back in the game. And then Emmanuel, they're not bringing the ball above their heads when they're getting defensive rebounds, which are allowing shorter guards to rip into the ball and steal it away, just like on the last possession where Angie Choi stole it from Caitlin Bartash despite a rebound. And Bartash is all of 6'4", so when they bring that ball above their heads, that's going to be tough to take away. That is optimal position for a defensive player who's just rebounded the ball. Now for MIT, they've got to continue doing what they're doing. They've got all the momentum right now. Coach Yasinov just trying to stop it with a timeout. We'll see if it worked. 55-53, 3 minutes on the dot to go in the fourth quarter of play. Emmanuel leads this one by 2, and Tyra Bly to inbound this. Paris Atuahini, the guard there. Not quite a full court press, but playing a half court press right now, a 2-1-2. Now they shift into their man. Choi will guard Atuahini as she gives it over at the top of the key. Bartash hands it off Matela. She's been hot tonight. Got 23. Step back jumper, left wing. Got it. Delivery from Olivia Matela. 25 for her, a season high. Now an outlet pass, Nwogu sizing up her defender, through a crossover, into the block, and she is fouled on the way up, and both teams in the bonus, so Nwogu will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. Nwogu took a hop step to her left, trying to evade defense and take a layup. Fans chirping the court. Bartash with 5 fouls, which means that she is done. Unless the scoreboard I'm seeing is wrong, and I don't believe it is. Kalia Saunders will check in. Caitlin Bartash fouls out for the first time this season. Bartash, always a strong defensive presence, but Kalia Saunders, always good as well. Bartash finishes with just 3 points, 5 fouls, a rough day for her, just 3 rebounds. Now Nwogu to take free throws. Her first attempts of the day, the first one misses in a big spot. If you, by some chance, are just tuning in, MIT is trailing with the ball at the free throw line. Second free throw for their star, Nwogu. Her shot is no good. She missed them both, but they get the offensive rebound. Choi goes up for a layup, and she's fouled on the right block. So now she'll shoot 2 free throws. Offensive rebounding has been huge in this game for MIT. They have 20 of them. 41 rebounds, 3 more rather, than Emmanuel. Angie Choi to shoot free throws now. Choi, an excellent shooter throughout her career. Not the best game from her today. She's just got 6, but she hit a late 3 to get him back. The first free throw is no good. And so you got to wonder late in this game, with players playing scrappy, tough defense all game long, when do they lose their legs? When does the shooting ability go down? It hasn't been great all day, but Choi's second free throw is no good as well. This time a defensive rebound, and up by 4, Emmanuel with the ball. That's Matela, guarded by Choi. Good screen by Riley at half court to get her past it. Matela stops, and she'll chew some clock. Up by 4, she passes it off. Atuahini fills her spot at midcourt. Driving to her left side, going baseline, kicks into the corner. Jump shot on the way. Riley follows her shot. She does that very well. She missed from 15 feet out. In transition, here's Harvey driving right block. Puts up the layup, misses. Too strong. Rebound offensively. Going to the ground. 2 bodies. Riley fighting for it. Off on Nwogu. Which way does it go? In favor of Emmanuel. Fans are screaming, and they're on their feet in the gym. In a 4-point game, a loose ball, and the possession will go to Emmanuel because of Megan Riley's effort down low. An inbound by Tyra Bly, trying to close it out. 2 minutes left. Emmanuel up by 4. They've played suffocating defense. MIT trying to do the same. Matela drives left on the block, turns around, fades away, misses off the front of the rim. Rebound there by Nwogu, trying to keep it in bounds. Gets it over to Alice Hall. Pressured there by the Saints, they go into their half-court set. Man-to-man, Berman, no backcourt there, looked really close. Nwogu gets inside the paint, trying to put MIT on top. No, and she will bring up 2 free throws for herself after a blocking foul's called. Both teams in the bonus, the 6th foul of the day, of the 4th quarter rather, for Emmanuel. 2nd foul for Megan Riley. Atuahini and Matela talking with their assistant coaches. Coach Yasinov watches on. Megan Riley and Kalia Saunders to box out after the 2nd free throw. Kamsi Nwogu from Algonquin, Illinois. The senior, standing 5'11", the leading scorer of this MIT team, takes her 2nd set of free throws, and she makes the first one. So a relief there for MIT after missing 4 straight. She hits her first one, and Nwogu has reached 19 points. Nwogu's 2nd free throw is good. 2-point game. 1 minute 34 to go. Emmanuel leads. They've got the ball. Nwogu up to 20 points. Atuahini calls a timeout. The coach and crews will call timeout and talk it over. And if you are Emmanuel right here, you need to call your best plays. There should not be any freelancing here unless you find an open teammate down low. And if you do, you take that shot. This is a close game. You're not trying to chew the clock here. If you play slow, you're playing to lose. And when you play slow and play to lose, that means you're probably going to lose because it's going to be closer. Emmanuel needs to try and build a lead and stay as calm as they can, as MIT is going to be playing as fast as they can with just over 3.5-ish possessions should all of the shot clock be used. MIT, on the other hand, they need to get their open looks from downtown, try and take the lead, and get it to Nwogu inside. She's their best player, their best finisher. She's been putting on points in this fourth quarter. She's got 20. She just got to the free throw line, put both of them in. It is her time to shine. They need to get it to their star to get them back in the game. They're only down by 2 as Megan Riley inbounds to Olivia Matela. Matela's got 25. Any points here would tie a career high. She's going for it right there with the 3. Left side, she misses. Rebound there by Sarah Berman, and here comes MIT. MIT trails by 2. Berman with a chance to tie or give them the lead. She stops at the three-point line, still with her dribble with the right side. She hands it off. Here's Harvey going to work on Bly. Driving right, kicking out. Hall, that's going to be called for a charge. A charge call going against MIT. A turnover, and a crucial one, as now the Saints get possession. They still lead by just 2, the slimmest of leads by just a bucket. 3 players in double figures for the Saints. 1 on the court for MIT with 20. That's Nwogu. Kamsi Nwogu has played a great game. Her season high at 22. She's trying to beat that here. She's going to need to if MIT is going to win this thing. Bly drives to the left. Off the elbow, hands it off. That's going to be called for an offensive foul. Moving screen, Yasinov can't believe it, hands on his head. A turnover late in the final minute. 57.4 seconds to go to be inbounded by Sarah Berman. The shooters are on the court for MIT. They trail by 2 in a 57-55 game. Angie Choi's got it. The senior trying to lead him to the victory. They trail by 2. Choi looking for a pass, skips it over to the right side. Into the corner goes Alice Hall, trying to work it in. They do. Nwogu trying to tie the game. She's on the right block, puts it up and in! This game's tied! 43 seconds left. Parasatu Ahini, first tie since the third quarter. Both teams have 1 and 2 timeouts respectively. Tipped. And a backcourt violation. Kalia Saunders makes a crucial turnover. MIT to get the ball with 29.8. And they're on the verge of staging this comeback. As MIT calls a timeout, they want their players as calm as possible with their best possible execution. Both teams have turned the ball over all season so far. I know it's early, but 24 turnovers for Emmanuel, 21 for MIT. If Emmanuel blows this game, MIT will have won because of the fewer turnovers, because both teams have held the other to low shooting percentages. Free throws, even, 9 makes. Emmanuel hasn't had many attempts in the second half. MIT, 14 in the second half. That's huge for getting back into games. Not to mention, Coach Yasinov is certainly going to pound this into his team. Whether they win or lose, that turnovers like this are what lose you games. Even though they got away with it in their first 2 games of the year, they are playing a tough shooting opponent that plays a different style than Emmanuel, and they can get back into any game with 3-point shooting. MIT's just made 6. They're shooting 25%. They're not shooting their best night, but they're in this game. And we'll see what Emmanuel and MIT do in the final possessions. The shot clock is turned off. Berman to inbound for MIT. She gets it into Choi. They'll take the last shot, or will they go quickly? Choi, right side, going as fast as she can, looking at the basket and the clock. 20 seconds left. Game still tied. Hall has it on the left side. She hands it off to Nwogu. Nwogu gets a screen left. They give it in her hands. Back out to Berman. 14 seconds left. 10 seconds now. Are they going to go for the last shot? I think they will. Berman still has the ball. 5 seconds left. Berman kicks it out. Wide open is Hall. They get it into Nwogu. 2 seconds left. They float it up. They miss it. We're going overtime in Andy Yasinov court in downtown Boston. What a game so far. We're all tied. 57-57. 2 halves have come and gone. 4 quarters, 2. And we need overtime. I'm going to catch